Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the Defending Champions podcast, where basketball never takes a night off. I'm your host, Cameron. With me today
Is Rob?
Yeah, baby, we're back again.
Yeah, missing Tommy this week though.
Missing Tom. Hope he enjoys his holiday.
Yeah, Japan's going to do him well, I think.
You better bring us back something nice.
Bring back more NBA cards, I reckon, for cracking open the packs. But
We'll get straight into some recap of some games. See how good our picks went from last week. So, first game off the rank, 76ers, 135 versus the Pacers, 114.
Yeah, we picked the 76ers last week, so that's one on our tick list.
That was an easy game to pick against the Pacers.
Yeah.
Wizards, 98 versus the Hawks, 119.
We went the Hawks, so we're another one there.
2 from 2.
2 from 2, baby.
Mavs, 123 versus the Nets, 114.
We picked the Mavs.
3 from 3. Oof. Thunder, 116 versus the Raptors, 107.
We went the Thunder, 4 for 4.
Oof. The Knicks, 94 versus the Cavs, 109.
So that's our first loss. We went the Cavs that game.
Hornets, 131 versus the Bulls, 99.
We went the Hornets there. Yeah.
Heat, 117 versus the Bucks, 128.
We went the Bucks, so they got up. Oof. Another win there.
Warriors, 109 versus the Pelicans, 119.
So we thought the Warriors were actually going to get up, but Pelicans ended up doing them.
Celtics, 97 versus the Suns, 81.
Another win for us, Cammy.
Yep. Love it. Timberwolves, 124 versus the Blazers, 121.
Got that one there as well.
Yeah. Magic, 110 versus the Lakers, 109.
So we actually tipped the Magic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't remember doing that, but we did.
We'll take it.
Rounding off the Wednesday, we actually got 8 out of 11, so I don't think that's that bad at all.
Pretty good, mate.
Pretty good.
Thursday's game. So the Thunder, 116 versus the Pistons, 124.
My boy Cade carried, got over the line against the Thunder, so that's a win for us.
Love it. Spurs, 110 versus the Raptors, 107.
Yeah, we went the Spurs. Wemby dominated.
Love it. The big 7. What is he, 7'6", 7'5"?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Warriors, 133 versus Grizzlies, 112.
We went the Warriors and they got up, so happy about that, my boys.
Another tick, boys, another tick. Kings, 97 versus the Rockets, 128.
We went the Rockets as well, so another tick for us.
Love it. Cavs, 116 versus the Bucks, 118.
So this was our only loss for the round, so we actually went the Cavs, but the Bucks got up over them.
Oof. Celtics, 84 versus the Nuggets, 103.
So we went the Nugs.
Love it.
So rounding off that round, we went 5 from 6.
Yes.
So that was probably our best round.
Friday games.
Yep.
Hornets, 133 versus the Pacers, 109.
We went the Hornets and they got up, so that's a tick for us.
Heat, 117 versus the 76ers, 124.
We went the 76ers.
Wizards, 96 versus the Hawks, 126.
We went the Hawkies again.
Let's go. Spurs, 126 versus the Nets, 110.
We went the Spurs again, baby.
Love it. Rockets, 113 versus the Magic, 108.
Yep, got that one as well.
Yeah. Blazers, 121 versus the Bulls, 112.
We went the Blazers, so we got another tick there.
Yeah. Knicks, 130 versus the Mavs, 121, sorry.
So we went the Mavs, but the Kings got up, so that's our first loss of that round.
Lakers, 110 versus the Suns, 113.
We went the Lakers.
Ooh, 2 back-to-back losses. Pelicans, 129 versus the Jazz, 118.
Third back-to-back loss, baby.
Timberwolves, 94 versus the Clippers, 88.
And let's round it off with our 4th consecutive loss.
4 back-to-back losses.
So we went 6 from 10 that round,
We're starting to look like the Kings just then.
And then we got Saturday.
I didn't write Saturday's game.
That's all good. We can just go through. So Cavs versus Pistons. We went to Pistons again and they got up. So Cade boys going really well against those top teams.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Nets versus Celtics. So we went to Celtics. They ended up getting up as well. So that's another win for us. Knicks versus Bucks. Knicks got up over the Bucks. So that's another win for us. The last 2 games we did lose. So Grizzly versus Mavs, we went the Mavs, but the Grizzlies got up over the Mavs. And Nuggets versus Thunder, we went the Nuggets. They ended up losing by a couple in overtime yesterday.
Yeah.
So not a bad game. That Thunder and Nuggets one, I was at the pub watching it actually.
Yeah.
Lou Dort, grub.
Oh,
Did you see that shot? Like, no need to do that. Like, just Jokic running down one in his business.
chuck the hip out and then threw the leg out.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And then he acts like nothing.
Yeah, he's
went
like,
wrong.
"Oh, what did I do? What did I do?" You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. But how mad did Jokic look in that one?
He honestly looked like he was going to rip his head off.
Yeah, it was actually scary times. And then today's games, we've got Lakers versus Warriors. So we've gone the Warriors today. Don't know how that's going to go because I think Steph's still out.
Yeah, he's out again.
So I think we were hoping that he was back. That's why we went that one. I think Porzingis is back in the lineup though this week.
Well, that'll be all right.
So they'll add some flair to it. We went the Hornets over the Blazers. I think the Hornets are still going to be too good for them. The way that they've been playing, they look unstoppable at the moment.
They look like they're back in that rhythm again.
Yeah.
That 9-game win streak that they had. So,
yep. The Rockets versus the Heat. We went the Rockets. I think they are going to be too strong for them.
The Heat won, mate. That game just finished.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Yeah. Just finished?
Yeah.
So we got that one wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
Raptors versus Wizards. Is that one still going or that one done as well?
I think that was just about to start. So
just about to start. So we went the Raptors for that. Again, Wizards not in great form. Pelicans versus Jazz. Don't know if that one's been playing, but we went the Jazz for that one because. But in saying that though, I'm liking the way that Zion's playing, and we'll touch on him a little bit later.
Yes, definitely.
Sweet as came. So
predictions for this week coming.
Yeah, predictions for this week coming.
There's only 2 of us this week, so if we end up with a tiebreaker, we're just going to rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors it. That's it. Wednesday games, we got Mavs versus Hornets. I reckon the Hornets are going to be too good for them.
Hornets, I'm hoping that the Mavs start to pick up a few wins just at the end of the season or, 3/4 way through the season.
I'd love to see just keep a flag, just go ham this last 30 games.
Last time those two played, I think he had 49 and
Con had 30 something. That was a good game.
That'll be a good game on Wednesday. So.
Yep. I think the game of the round is Pistons versus Cavs again. I reckon that's going to be a very good game. Pistons did them last time. What are you thinking this week?
Well, Harden's got a broken hand or injured hand or something like that. So, I'd give the nod to the Pistons.
Pistons, I was thinking the same. Wizards versus Magic. I reckon Magic might be a bit too good for them. Yeah. Wizards aren't going that great.
Wizards are at the tail end of the...
They're tanking this year, I reckon. Nets versus the Heat.
Bam's going to be on fire. He played well today. So I'm on the Heat wagon at the moment. So
I don't think Nets really have anyone to really.
Bam's been talking up about not wanting to be in the play-in this year. They've just pushed into 8th spot. I think the win today ties them with 7th. So
they'll be pushing for it.
Couple more wins and they can get out of that play-in tournament. They seem to like I said. Bam said he doesn't want to be in the play-in anymore, and he's over it. So he's knuckling down, and like I said, he played well today. So
well, he's a superstar. Like he could be a superstar on any team, really. Knicks versus Raptors. I'm a bit iffy on this because the Raptors are actually playing some good basketball. But then obviously the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Cat, you got Mikal Bridges and stuff like that. But
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart. He's all hard, isn't he? I think I'm going to lean towards the Knicks, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a bit of an upset.
That one will be. I reckon it'd be a 3-point game, but I reckon Knicks.
Knicks. Spurs versus 76ers. Now this would be a good game, I reckon.
Is Embiid back to full health?
I believe he was back this weekend, but depending on I'm not entirely too sure about him. Say he is.
Yeah.
Say he is. What do you reckon?
It'll be a good game against Wemby, but I've got to give the edge to Wemby. Just how tall he is and the stretch that he can do.
But even saying that, I think the Spurs just have some good role players around Wemby as well. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
If he's on, he's on. Right,
Yeah.
no one's stopping him either. Thunder versus Bulls.
It's I'm going Thunder.
I'm gonna go Thunder.
Like-
I don't want to go Thunder, but
Yeah. With the Bulls pulled the team apart and just pretty much did the rebuild in the middle of the season. So
yeah. Grizzlies versus Wolves. I think Wolves are gonna be too good for them.
Grizzlies have got a heap of players out too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go the Wolves.
We'll go Suns versus Kings. I reckon Suns will. Oh no, I don't know. Kings are all out, but then Suns are quite injured at the moment too.
So they got obviously Booker's nursing an injury. Dylan Brooks out with a broken hand.
Yeah, I reckon Kings might have him this week.
We're going to call an upset.
Yeah, I think they're going to call an upset.
Call an upset, yeah.
There was an upset the other day with the Kings actually.
They snapped their 15 or 16 game losing streak.
Yeah. Pelicans versus Lakers again. Zion's been playing quite well. But then, who's playing for the Lakers?
Yeah.
Like, are they coming off a back-to-back? Do you know? Oh, well, they are. No, they're not.
Yeah.
So, we don't know if they're going to come out firing, if LeBron's going to play as well. Like, I reckon there might be another upset on our end, okay?
Back-to-back upsets.
What do you reckon?
I'm loving how Zion is playing at the moment. So, go Pels.
All right, on to Thursday. We got Thunder versus Knicks, another primetime game, I reckon.
That'll be a massive game.
It's at the Knicks home court.
Yeah,
so.
the Thunder do seem to rattle the Knicks though. Like they get under Cat's skin, and Cat's obviously he's a big buddy. Sometimes he plays like a small.
Yeah, he likes to shoot them threes.
Yeah.
I reckon Thunder might edge him out.
Yeah,
in a close one. Hornets versus Celtics. This will be a good game too, I reckon. The way Hornets been playing, Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
Ooh.
When's Jason Tatum meant to be back? And when the talk said he was coming back soon?
Yeah, so he's doing the 5v5 full training sessions, running games and that.
Yep.
They're hesitant to pull the trigger. I think they're waiting until they have like an easier game, like a Pacers or a Wizards, to bring him to ease him back into it.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll bring him in against a hot Hornets team. But he might be back by that time. So we've got a coin to flip.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going Hornets.
Yeah, I'm going to go Hornets
just the way that they are playing. Hopefully LaMelo doesn't have another car accident or something.
Jazz first 76ers. I reckon this one will be quite easy. 76ers.
Yeah, it'll be a whitewash. 76ers by 15.
By 15? I'll put that down.
Put down plus 15.
Alright, Blazers versus Grizzlies. I reckon Blazers might be a bit too strong for that broken Grizzlies team at the moment.
Yeah. The Grizzlies seem to they're lacking a bit of identity at the moment and had a few key injuries sort of things. So
they're definitely not what they used to be like when they went up against the Warriors in the playoffs and stuff. Hawks versus Bucks. I reckon this might be a good game too.
Because you got both teams trying to get into that play. Well, the Hawks are in the play-in at the moment, but they're trying to push more, and the Bucks are trying to get back into that play-in. So this might be a close game and a very hard-fought game.
In saying that Jonathan Kuminga, massive first game for the Hawks, 27 points.
He was wasted at the Warriors, man. Wasted at the Warriors.
Wasted.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I reckon the Hawks might get up over the Bucks this week.
Could see it happening. And Giannis isn't back yet, so go Hawks. Is Johnson still out with an injury?
Not actually sure what actually happened with him.
Yeah,
I know that he got injured. That's why Kuminga had a bit more playing time. But I mean, him and Kuminga on the wings, like that's a good.
And they're both big, strong boys too.
Yeah. I reckon if he is back, that's a definite win for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pacers versus Clippers. Your boys. I'll let you make the call on this one. I'm not making any call. Do you see an upset?
No, I don't. I feel bad for my team. Like I said, 2027, we're coming.
Well, it's you versus Tommy. Tommy that game, because Tommy's a Clipper boy. So shout out to Tommy on his way to Japan today.
I just think with Kawhi there and obviously the other couple of stars that the Clippers have, it's just going to be. I do think we're going to try and we're going to push push them as hard as we can, but I don't see us making a big game of it. So
I reckon they'll pull away late on you guys. 10 plus,
we're normally very competitive for the first 3 quarters, and if we can't get that lead by the start of the 4th or close to that lead, we normally just get blown out. So
it looked like you guys last year, like very competitive, going late in the game. Like Tyrese Halliburton, how many bloody gamers did he hit in that playoff run? On to Friday, Mavs vs Magic. I reckon it'll be closer than what people think, in my opinion.
Couple of points in that game.
Yeah,
I'm going Magic. I think like obviously with Cooper Flag in the Mavs and that, but I think the Magic just a bit too strong of a team.
Yeah. Especially with Kyrie still out and stuff like that. Jazz vs Wizards, another bottom of the table clash. I reckon Jazz might get up over them though.
Yeah.
Like Wizards I reckon they're done for the year. I don't reckon they're going to win.
They've definitely shut up shop, and the only time I see them play hard, obviously they do try, but they don't play as hard. Is against Pacers. That's the time I see them fully commit to it. So
I don't see them winning another 5 games this year. To be honest with you,
I reckon they'll finish on about 17 wins, and I think they're on 16 at the moment. So yeah.
Nets versus Heat.
I'm going back with Bam, man.
Yeah, Bam's I reckon they're too strong.
Like I said, he said he doesn't want to be in that play-in, and he's going for every single game the rest of the season. So
another primetime game. If Curry's back and Porzingis is in form, Warriors versus Rockets against KD. That's always a good matchup against those two. Even without them, Curry in the team and stuff like that, I feel like Warriors might even still give it to them.
It's your team, mate. I'm not gonna down them just yet.
I'm probably going to lean more towards Rockets at this stage, just because not sure what's going on with Curry or Porzingis.
And Horford was injured too last week.
So I'm going to go the Rockets this one, even though it's hard for me to say. But I reckon KD.
We'll get him some tissues after this because I know he hates going against his team.
That'll do.
He's going to be upset. Might have to go cry in the corner a little bit later.
You won't see me next week. Raptors versus Wolves. Again, Raptors are on good playing terms, and Wolves are always up there as well.
Who was the home team for that one? Because Wolves always lift at home. They have a very strong team at home. So.
They have a good team. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me that they're not on that top 3 at the moment. Like, it's just crazy. Pistons versus Spurs.
Oh.
They played the other day.
This is the preview of the championship game. This is what I'm going to call as the preview for the championship game.
Yep.
I'm going Spurs.
You're going Spurs. I'm going to have to go the Pistons.
Oh!
Did you see Duran dunk on Buddy Wemby like that?
Did you see him get blocked as well?
Yeah, but being 7'4", I'd expect that from him. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go the Pistons. So what are we doing with this?
Oof.
Do you have a coin that we can flip, or
we can flip a hat?
We can flip a hat.
Flip a hat.
Or we can flip this
Yeah.
internet password.
All right.
Which side do you want?
I want the shiny side.
This side here?
Yep.
Black? I'll go the green here. Hey, alrighty. So Spurs.
Let's go. Spurs are in, baby.
We got the Bulls versus Suns. We got injury depleted.
Yeah.
Or we got broken up team. I reckon the Bulls might get them. Because it depends
I don't mind upset here. The Bulls, obviously, they're not completely not playing or tanking, but
Lakers versus Nugs. If everyone's back, I reckon that's going to be a heck of a game.
In Mile High City too, in Denver.
Yeah, I reckon Denver might be too good. Though.
I'll go the home team definitely.
Pelicans versus Kings.
I'd have to go with the Pels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
They're not lighting the beam, mate.
Nah. And last day, we'll touch on Saturday. We did do Sunday this week, but being that we're recording now, we're missing out those games.
Half the games are playing right now.
Yeah, so. We'll just go up to Saturday. So we got the Mavs versus Boston.
Celtics, mate. Celtics.
Yeah. That might be a game where Jason Tatum comes back.
Yeah.
We got Heat versus Hornets.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
We're still going to ride the Hornets train?
Well, Hornets need to try and make that top 6, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, that's what Bam said he wanted to do. So
yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go the Hornets. Like,
Yeah, I do see. Well, it is a Hornets home game as well.
Yeah.
They are playing phenomenal at home. So
Blazers versus Rockets. I reckon it'll be a close game, but I reckon Rockets might edge them out.
yeah,
Yeah. Knicks versus Nugs. Another good cracker. I reckon this day is going to be a bloody belter of a day, to be honest with
it'll be a
you.
great day to watch some basketball. I think just chill on the couch and
Especially when the Pacers versus the Lakers later. Knicks versus Nugs. I reckon Nugs will edge them out at home.
Oh, they at the Nuggets home team.
Yeah.
Go Nuggets at home. They seem to. It's like a fortress that home court for them. So
Pels versus Suns. Again, injury depleted. Zion playing well. I think I'm going to have to go with the Suns for an upset. Pelicans for an upset.
I was thinking Suns for the home, but
depends if who's back as well.
Yeah,
if you've got Booker back.
If Booker is back, I'd say Suns, but obviously he's injured at the moment. So I'll go Pels. For the simple fact that obviously their instigators out with Dylan Brooks and their best players injured.
How long is he actually gone for?
It said 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I thought it'd be that roughly that age.
So he'll be back. I want to say
just before
2 weeks time.
Yeah.
So he's been out for a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks now. So if it heals properly, and he's able to get in there and play some ball straight away, it'll be the 4-week mark. But obviously, if he still has niggling pain in that neck, I might push him an extra couple of weeks. So
Clippers versus Spurs. What are we looking at for that? I reckon it'll be a good game, especially if Kawhi's in there and stuff like that. I don't see a centre that could hold Wemby though.
They're actually trying to bash him a lot at the moment.
Yeah,
I've watched a few.
Which has been getting into his head a bit.
A little bit, yeah. They bash him for the first quarter, and then they sort of leave him alone for a bit, and then he gets into his rhythm, and then they.
I'll just be bashing him the whole bloody game, to be honest with you.
Bring in your 10th man off the bench just to get a couple of cheap fouls on him and get under his skin just to frustrate him a little bit.
Yeah, I reckon Spurs might get him there.
Yeah,
Spurs.
Go to Spurs.
Yeah, home game as well.
Yeah.
All right, Pacers versus Lakers. Game of the round.
You really gonna make me say it?
Yeah, you're
bloody Lakers.
Bloody Lakers.
Bloody Lakers.
Are you sure? I reckon there might be an upset.
Nah. Unfortunately, mate, I haven't fully given up on my team. Like, they will make it competitive, but for 3 quarters, it'll be competitive. If we call it at the 3-quarter mark, I think it'll be like a 2-point game. But
you got to think of the positive. Like, you've got Pascal Siakam still out at the moment. You've got Tyrese Halliburton still not there. You've got Furphy out of now. Zubac.
Naismith's nursing an ankle injury.
Yeah.
He's just been playing bits.
Nemhard, is he playing still? Or is he out still?
I'm not 100% sure because he missed a couple of games as well. So, like, there's our starting 5 is out.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like
TJ McConnell's been doing fantastic, but he's nursing a couple injuries as well. Like, I think it's nearly at the point where we just shut the whole team down and just forfeit the rest of the season, I think.
Yeah, but the positive I see in that is you're giving all these young blokes time in the league where they're going to get more confident, they're going to get better. Come next year, you're going to have, obviously, all your starters back.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And then you're going to have a bench full of players that have played a whole
some experience. Season. It'll also be interesting to see where we end up in the draft as well. Like, obviously, we're hoping for a top 4 pick. But, it's a wait and see sort of thing. We've got to finish out the end of the season, and hopefully everybody can nurse the injuries and they're back and they're raring to go for the new season next year. Next season. So
next draft, what you've got Boozer, the 2 Boozer twins at Duke. You've got Kareem Lopez coming back from New Zealand Breakers. He's shot up to the top 10.
He did the what they call it, not the Rising Stars.
Next gen.
That's the one.
He's played really well over there. Yeah. They reckon top 10 pick for him as well. You got a few good players coming through, so if you can land like a Lopez or like a Boozer as like an extra big, I reckon that'll be like a 3-4. You'd be happy with that.
We've been needing a 3 because we've got Zubac and Pascal as a 4-5, like rotate between the 2 centers, and then obviously Halliburton as your starting point guard, and you've got Naismith and Nemhart as your your sort of twos.
Yeah.
2 and 3 at the moment, but if you can pick up a 3,
Well, if you pick up Boozy, you can slide him to the 4 and have Pascal running a bloody 3.
or you can even switch them either way. Like
Yeah.
run both of them as a 3-4 combo sort of thing. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon you guys have a lot of
next year, baby,
good things to look forward to. That's for sure.
A couple of decent picks there. I reckon we'll do all right in that. And,
yeah. Well, yeah. Next week we'll go through the games again, like we did this morning, and yeah, we'll do a score out of 6 or 10, how many games are on that day. I think the Wednesdays will always have bloody 20 games or something like that. It's a bit crazy.
Middle of the week's normally 15 plus games, and
writing them down, buddy, your hands sore afterwards. So Ash just put something in our group chat about Zion.
Yeah.
Shall we touch on him?
Definitely. So, what is it?
26 straight game.
So I did some research and checked out, what he's been in. His most consecutive games that he'd played was 25. So he's just broken his all-time streak.
That's what I've written down here too. Like longest stretch of his bloody career. How crazy is that? Only playing 26 straight.
I wrote down so he's 7 seasons in the NBA. He was drafted in 2019.
Yep.
The 2019 season or 1920 season, he played 24 games out of 82.
Really? His first year? Holy.
So then 21 season, it was 61 games.
Yep.
22 season, he missed the entire season from injury. 23 season, 29 games.
Yeah.
24 season, he played his most games at 70 games for the season. So that's not too bad. 70 games for an 82 game season. So he only missed 12 games, so which was really good. Then the following year, so last season 25, he played 30 games, and he's currently when I checked yesterday, he played 44 games this season.
Yep.
But obviously there's still, I think they had 20 games left, or not quite 20 games left. So, 18 games. Yeah. And obviously with the superstar, and he's your cornerstone of your franchise. You don't want him, missing so much stuff. I thought when he missed that entire season in 22, I thought, he's actually taken his rehab and nursing his injury back to good, and he's gonna be the player that he was in college and in high school. A little bit disappointed that he hasn't fulfilled that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I actually researched what he's been averaging after the All-Star break as well, and he's increased. So at the moment, he's averaging 21.9 points per game for the season, 6 rebounds per game, and 3.5 assists per game.
Okay.
So after the All-Star weekend, he's actually jumped up to 26.3 points per game. He's dropped on the rebounding to 4.7, and he's dropped 0.2 for assists per game, but his scoring has gone up since, and that's what you want for him. Like assists, I don't really see him getting much of. Rebounds, maybe a little bit more. 4
assists a game for him would be awesome. If it's like a drive and a dish out for a corner 3 or something like that. That's what you want from him. Obviously he's a big powerful power forward, and you don't need him doing 8 assists and 10 assists a game.
No.
You only need a couple assists from him, even if it's 2. But I reckon around that 4 mark could be perfect for him.
Rebounds 6 per game is pretty good, I find. But his scoring jumping from 21 to 26, I think that's what the Pels need. Someone that's going to get down dirty, dunk on some people, like whatever he wants to do. Zion's actually finally looking healthy and in rhythm. I've got a question for you. Could this be the key to get the Pelicans back into the playoffs going into next year? If he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, I reckon they could finish top 4, even top 5, around that mark. Like when he plays, I think the year he played the 70 games, like they were sitting top 4 if you just count the 70 games that he played. When he missed the 12 games, I think they went 1-13 or 1-11 in that time. So like they miss him, and obviously his presence on the court, just in the defense, like he muscles up. And I think it was a college highlight where he was in the key, and his attacker went out to the 3-point line, and he stayed in the key. When the pass got pushed around to the corner as the quarter 3 went up, he jumped and just got the block. Like that was crazy watching that. And that's the sort of stuff that you want him to do. Obviously not staying healthy and finishing games for him. So
yeah. Well, he's got the team around him. Like you've got Jordan Poole. Like let him go to work as well. I would have loved to see Brandon Ingram still in that team.
I reckon that'd be they'd probably be better off with Ingram in that team.
Yeah.
Obviously, what's it, Fears and McQueen, like the two rookies, they're slowly forming that bond. And it'll be interesting to see.
You got Herb Jones as well.
I actually have a question for you.
Yes.
My thing was, can he actually play 80 games next season?
With his track record, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Would love to see him play 80 games next year. Would love to see him play the whole season.
Yeah.
But if what's his best, 70 games in a year.
70 games, now it's back in 23-24 season.
But then you've also got to remember that they probably are going to rest him a few games like they do for some people, like the superstars of the game, like load management, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I don't see him ever hitting over 70, in my opinion. I reckon he could get to 70 if he stays healthy, but with load management and all those other stupid bloody rules, I don't see him going over anything like that. What about yourself?
I honestly, I think he's been building. This year, I've just watched because they've started to put nutritionists around him and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, so he's obviously eating healthier, and he's not just going Macca's or picking up some quick takeaway or something like that.
Yeah.
So, because obviously yourself and myself, when I was a young kid, your metabolism is so freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Like you just eat whatever you want. Now
it catches up to you, doesn't it?
Now I have a French fry and I've got to go for a 10K walk. So
yeah, it's a bit shit like that.
One other thing that I did want to hit out, if they do seem to get him on the court a lot longer next year, what do you reckon his averages would be? Do you reckon he'll stay around the 26, 5 and 4 sort of marks, or?
I reckon he's got the ability to stay at 26.
Yeah.
But then he is average 21.9. Like that's still some good stats within the league these days. I'd like to say over the 25 points per game mark, maybe around that 6 rebound.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him get a few more boards.
Yeah.
Even just like defensive stops, like blocks and stuff like that, like get that up there as well. He is only, how tall is he? Like 6'8", 6'10".
I don't think he's that big. He's just like 6'6", 6'7". I
Yeah. Even get him to guard some of the bloody. Love to see him, small forwards, even shooting guards, just to lock them down on this, because he's got the speed. Yeah. He's quite quick for a big fella, and he's got the strength to stay in front and stuff like that. So, yeah, I reckon he could hit about 25 points per game.
Yeah.
Hoping around that 6 rebound per game mark, but anything over 4 assists, I feel like he would be doing way too much for that team anyway. So, yeah. I'm keen to see how he goes next year. All that hype through high school, college days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't really produced any of that on the NBA court, which I would love to see him do. Like, he's had his spurts, but nothing to what those days were like.
Yeah.
I remember watching his highlights on YouTube and like, holy shit, this guy's going to be the next big thing, like the next LeBron James type of thing. And then he just comes in the league and pulls a heartstring, not really, but gets injured.
Well, his college career, it started out strong, and then he obviously had the shoe blowout just from turning. Like, he must have had some power in his legs, and that just on a pivot, just broke the shoe away. So,
I'm surprised he actually didn't do an ankle on that.
Well, he did something to his knee. That's why he had to sit out for a couple of weeks. So,
would have probably just been hyperextension, even MCL or something like that, the outside of the knee. So, yeah, it'd be crazy to see, that's for sure.
We'll see how he goes next season. So, obviously, he's still playing the season, and that's good to hear. So,
yeah, definitely. Kon Knueppal just beating Keegan Murray's 3-point.
As I said, making some history. Rookie, most threes in a season by a rookie, and counting too. So, I didn't see what he was up to today, but yesterday.
Well, it was 209.
Yeah,
he just broke it. So
209. Keegan Murray had previously had the record for the 22-23 season in his rookie year.
208 in 80 games.
Yeah.
He's got 209 in 59 games.
Yeah.
That is what's wild to
Yeah.
me. Like, he's got another, what's that, 160, 20 something games left?
Yeah, 23 games or 24 games left, yeah.
That's it.
I just wrote down his stats at the moment. So he's averaging 19.4 points, 5.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.2 blocks, 0.7 steals, and 2.2 turnovers a game in 31 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's had a couple of monster games. I think he had 20 a couple games in a row, and then and even when he's not scoring the 20 or the 19 points, he's still hitting 2 or 3 threes per game. So a little bit crazy, and it's fantastic to see. And obviously the Hornets, like he's helping them win games. Like they're doing phenomenal this year. So
well, the other day he had 8 threes, 8 from 10 or 11 or something like that. I was like, that is some efficient shooting. Like shooting 44% from the arc for the year is something like you look at Steph. He's done a couple of times.
Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson. Like there's some all-time great shooters in there that are, their shooting percentage is up that high.
100%. So he's averaging 3.7 threes per game, right? So 23 games left, times that by 23. You got 85 more threes for the year. Which will then put him up to what's 209 plus 85, Cammy? Yeah. Quick math. Yeah.
290, 290, what do you say? 89 85 more. So 294?
294. Yeah. So I've actually written down that he is going to get 282 threes for the rest of the year.
I think I went with about 267. So we had a big chat about it. Obviously, sent messages backwards and forwards between the boys. Ash himself said that he hit 250 plus easily.
Yeah.
I said 267. Yourself, you went
282,
and I can't remember what was Tommy's.
Oh, I can't remember.
I think he went around the 270 mark to 275. So obviously, we're thinking he's going to continue on this tangent and just absolutely run away with the record and put it so far out of reach for some players that it'll stand for a while and decades to come, hopefully.
Well, I don't see anyone really hitting that for a while, as a rookie. Like all the good rookies at the moment are your boozers, your the bigs of the league. Like I feel like it's going to be a very big orientated draft this year, with a few good guards in there, but I don't see anyone hitting this for 30 plus years. Like
30 years, that's
even though the game's evolving around the 3-point line and stuff like that, but 200, if he hits my 282 mark, that's a big jump from first to second. 208 to 282 would be insane. I'm shocked.
Well, the jump from what Keegan Murray's was nearly 27 plus threes. So I think the old record was at like 180, and then he went out and did the 206 or 208. So that was a big jump, like nearly 30 difference there. So even if he does another 30 on top of that, so he's only doing the say 240 mark. That's still phenomenal for a rookie to come out and hit 240. I did a quick thing to have a look to see who had hit more than 175 threes in a season, and you've got the likes of Tyler Hero, obviously Steph, Klay, and you had like all your main big 3-point shooters. It's only been the last 5 years, and there's like only was there 400 plus players that play in the NBA in a year. It was only something like 250, and that's over the last 5 years. And some of them players had done it a couple of times. So like it's phenomenal to see a rookie come out and just start banging these threes.
How long until you think he breaks Steph's record for most in a year? Over 400.
I don't think he'll get to the 400.
You don't reckon?
Only for the simple fact that I don't see the Hornets going deep into the playoffs for a few more years yet. I think he might have a chance if they do a deep playoff run to get an extra 33s in the year or something like that in a 7-game series. I think he'll go close. I reckon there might be a couple of years where he hits the 350 or something like that. Obviously he's taken a lot 8 threes a game or something like that. but he is beside somebody like LaMelo, who does take
Just
10, 15 threes a game. So when they're both on the court, like, you can't have this guy like Steph. I've seen Steph shoot 20 threes in a game a couple of times, and he has hit the 10 plus. So I don't see him doing that when he's beside LaMelo. So,
no, definitely. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I've got a question for you around him though. Do you reckon he would be able to continue playing this way, or do you reckon he's going to eventually drop off like a Klay Thompson and stuff? Because he does move like Klay Thompson, play like Klay Thompson a bit. Like, do you see him going through like a injury of some sort, or just losing his confidence like Klay has? But
Klay didn't lose his confidence. Like, he had his confidence for over a decade.
Yeah.
So if he's hitting even the 200 threes for 10 years, there's 2,000 3-pointers.
Yeah.
So he's obviously, gonna stay there, and as long as he can stay healthy and do 10 plus seasons, I do see him finishing quite high on the ladder. So that was actually a question I had for you, was where do you see him finishing all time? So obviously a part of your question, but a little bit more emphasis on it. So
I can definitely top 10.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll be pushing for top 5.
Yeah. So around the sort of 3,500 mark.
Yeah, but yeah, probably between there, if he can stay healthy and fit, and as long as he's in a system that still works. Like, would love to eventually see him go over to Golden State or something like that. Not like obviously when Steph retires and stuff, but you obviously know their systems, like a lot of
screen run into an open three.
I feel like Golden State are going to be continuing to do that for quite some time, because you've got the likes of bloody like Will Richard, he's still shooting threes and stuff.
Moody stepping out three. Pod's obviously shooting threes.
Yeah, so even just having him as that Klay Thompson role that the Warriors used to have, like just have him running off screens, and he would be knocking them down as well. So as long as he's in a system that works around that 3-point, like, because I know a lot of like the Heat and stuff like that, a lot of in the inside bang the bodies.
Yeah.
But the Warriors system would suit him the best for him to have that. But yeah, I'd see him definitely reaching top 10. Would love to see him reach top 5. But yeah, just depends on systems and stuff, I find. What about yourself?
I had him down as a top 4.
Top 4?
Honestly. Just with his rookie season. So, like, obviously when Steph come in, what did he hit, like 160 threes?
Yeah, 160, 170.
Yeah, so he only hit, like, there's 80 difference in there. Obviously Steph didn't come straight in, and he wasn't hitting the 300 threes every season. But he did have a couple of seasons where he went absolutely spastic and hit the 400. 3 times did he hit 400, I think it was. At least 2. So, like, obviously there's a big gap between 200 and 400 in a season.
But we've also got to remember, when Steph Curry was first coming in the league, ankle injuries, like he was out for quite some time for those first few years.
So yeah, like, obviously, so with the start that Kon's had, he's already got a big lead on Steph for even if he plays, only 3 more games for the season, then he gets shut down to sort of, he might have a couple of niggling injuries or something along those lines. So he will eventually get into a rhythm where he's hitting consistently 300 threes a year, I reckon. And like I said, unless there's games where LaMelo sits out and he gets to have, like, he had an 8 the other night, and I think LaMelo only played 10, 15 minutes because he had an injury or something like that. So more games like that, and he will climb that ladder very, very quickly. Yeah, no,
100%. I'm keen to see how he goes. I love him as a player, like, love watching him and stuff like that. I think he's quite smooth. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what he can actually end up with, how far he can go with. I'd love to see him in that top 4, like you said. But yeah, I think it all just comes down to those systems and stuff like that. Another big what if for you. Imagine if Steph didn't get injured all those years at the start. Where do you reckon he'd be ranked in? Well, obviously he'd be first, but like, how much further would he be?
What's he at the moment? He's at
4,300, I'd say, roughly.
I'd say.
I reckon he'd be hitting 5.
I reckon he'd be at the 4.8, 4.9. He'd be like, by the end of this season. I reckon he would have hit 5,000.
Yeah,
and I reckon the rookie record probably would have been already set at about the 250 mark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Con would be chasing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of what ifs in the NBA. Best player since 2000,
Yeah, so
2025.
we're gonna try a little bit different. So we were discussing stuff the other day, and obviously everybody likes a good talk about who they think is the best player to play in the NBA. And I thought, why don't we just do best player since 2000? So
Yeah.
one player that you think either won the MVP or should have won the MVP during that year. Carried a team. Brought a team up from nowhere up to be in the playoffs, all of those type of scenarios.
Yeah.
So if you want, and we go year 2000 and then
2000.
just work our way to 2025.
Yeah, easy. So 2000, I went my boy Shaq.
Yeah, I had Shaq down.
Yeah.
The most dominant big man. And like that year, he should have won. So that they won the championship. He won MVP, and I think he got the Finals MVP. So like obviously he was absolutely dominant in that. I had it as an honorable mention. Tim Duncan, the Spurs. I thought the battle that him and Shaq had, and Tim Duncan gets said all the time as the best power forward to ever play. Just the big fundamental is his nickname.
Yeah.
And like half the time he would have to switch on to Shaq just to try and contain Shaq, and he had no chance with how dominant Shaq was.
Yeah. No one would. 01.
I had Shaq again. I thought there was a stretch there from, I want to say, the end of '98 to 2001 where Shaq just dominated the league. Yeah. That's all I had for 2001.
I had Iverson. I thought Iverson was. He was a great player.
Yeah.
Like he was a superstar. Yeah,
so I've got 5 of his jerseys hanging in my closet. I've got 3 different types from the 76ers, which is the one where he did win the MVP.
Yeah.
I've got a Denver Nuggets one that I have worn that much that the eye in Iverson has actually fallen off because I wear it that much. And I have a Detroit one. It was the only one that I could find, and it is about 7 sizes too small, but it is in my closet because he was my favorite player from when he got drafted in '97. So.
Yeah.
I had Iverson as an honourable mention, but like I said, Shaq was just so dominant in that era.
Yeah. 02.
So I've gone Shaq again. So
again.
Yeah. So I went Shaq 3 years in a row. He was still doing the same thing. If he wanted that ball and he got it in that block, like he was taking you and the ball to the basket. So anytime he wanted it, back in those days, like Shaq was averaging the 20, 25 points a game, 8, 9 rebounds, and he was even dishing out a couple of assists.
Yeah. I went Timmy D.
Yeah. I can see that later.
Yeah, like you said, one of the best power forwards in the game. So fundamental.
Yep.
Just knew his role, got it done, and he got a couple of MVPs for it. So, yeah, I've gone actually Duncan for the next 2 years in a row after that as well. So 03, 04, I've got Timmy D.
So 03, I had Tim Duncan. Obviously, that was he come out of his shell, and I think the Spurs won the title that year.
Yep.
And it was because of Tim Duncan.
Yep.
I had as some honourable mentions for that year because it was so tight. I had Kobe. Kobe started probably the year before. Kobe started to come out of Shaq's shadow and start to lead that Lakers team.
Yeah.
And also had Kevin Garnett. So Kevin Garnett on that Timberwolves team, that was a scary man. 04, did you say you had 04?
Yeah.
You had Duncan as well. So 04, I actually switched it up and I actually went Kevin Garnett because of how bad he was a badass when he came to the Timberwolves team.
I did have him as my backup, but
I had Tim Duncan as a second choice there. But like I said, I couldn't go past Kevin Garnett back in 04.
Yeah.
The passion that he played with obviously was just unrivaled back then.
Yeah.
05.
I went Steve Nash. I thought the way that he played as a point guard, like obviously he wasn't getting 15 rebounds a game like Shaq or whatnot, but the way he was setting up his guys and still scoring the rock and leading that Suns team to deep playoff runs and stuff like that, I thought for sure. And he got stiffed, I think it's in 06. I put someone else in over him, but...
With my ones, I went Kobe.
Yep.
It was when he started coming out as the Black Mamba, and I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this might be the greatest player since Michael Jordan to play. So that was who I went with. And yeah, just I had Steve Nash as a close second.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the Black Mamba coming out, and I was just like, yeah.
Living life. Who did Tommy go for 05?
So Tommy he had Shaq down in 05. So it was, I think that was the year he actually had gone over to 06 was when he went to the Heat.
Yeah.
So it was his last year as a Laker. Not sure. Tommy didn't send too much information. Just give us a list. But obviously Shaq is a big dominant man. And
Yeah,
he was
always
still,
has been.
He wasn't prime Shaq, but he was still dominating as he was. So.
Yeah. 06 and 07, I've actually gone Dirk.
Yeah.
Just the way he plays, like scoring the ball and stuff like that. He was one of the best power forwards as well.
Tommy's agreed with you there. So I actually went Kobe again, and I went Kobe. So I've got Kobe down for 05, 06, 07, and 08.
Yeah, right.
I just went Kobe because, like I said, like he come out and he was dominating games. Like there was most games. I think he went on a 9-game stretch where he got 50 points in one of the seasons.
Yeah.
I just thought, like I said, like I thought that was the most dominant player I've seen. Well, not dominant, but dominant on the floor. As you know, ball handling. Give me that ball. It's time to win the game. Sort of thing. So that's why I went there. I had a few honourable mentions in that time. Obviously I had Dirk in 07. So you went Dirk 07. What can you talk about him? Like he's 6'11".
Yeah,
and like he
could shoot from outside, inside.
That one-legged fadeaway is it's amazing to watch.
You do that now, someone touches your leg, foul straight away.
Yeah.
Like Jesus. 08, I've actually gone Kobe, so I agree with you on that one. Tommy's gone his boy CP3 by the look of it. I don't know why. He was good.
He was good in that 08 season. Was that when he was still with the Hornets?
Yes.
Was that when he had gone to the Clippers? So,
no, he was at the Hornets for that one. He carried the Hornets team, so I'm happy with that one. 09, I've actually gone Dwayne Wade over LeBron. I say that he's put Bron.
09.
Yeah, I thought Wade actually played one of his best years, and he was like, he got called the Flash for a reason. So quick, getting to the rim, his Euro steps, his pull-up middies, his everything, like defensively. Yeah. I thought he was probably by far, and he came top 3 in the MVP votes that day as well.
Oh, I went LeBron as well.
Yeah.
It was his first year. No, it was he didn't go to the Heat until 10. So it was his last year with the Cavs, before going back, obviously. But yeah, I just thought that the way he played that year, I thought that he definitely deserved the MVP and showed why. Yeah. Because I think they finished top 3 in the East.
Yeah.
Like he obviously carried them to heap of their wins.
Yep. 10, I went Bron.
Yeah. I think we actually all went LeBron that year. I went LeBron. Tommy did as well. That was his first year in the Heat, and he just there was something about Heat LeBron where he just took it to another level.
Yeah.
Obviously when him, Wade, and Bosch all went together, like you had three dominant players that all wanted the ball. Yeah. And it was like a feeling out stage, and it just you saw him as okay, he's the guy.
Yeah.
So
definitely. 2011, I went D Rose. Love D Rose as a player. I know that he didn't have the better stats than LeBron because obviously LeBron's bigger. He can grab more boards. LeBron likes to play that point guard role as well. But Rose carried that Bulls team deep. Didn't really have much around him either. Obviously, but like Boozer, Noah. They were good, but they weren't like the likes of Dwayne Wade, your Chris Bosh, and all that stuff. So I feel like he really deserved that. Obviously, Tommy's gone Rose as well, or Dwight Howard
as well. And Dwight is a second favourite there. So I actually went Dirk. The way he went with that Mavs team. Obviously, you talk about Rose not having any help. Like he had a busted Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Jason Terry.
Yeah.
You know, he had a couple of players that were beyond their prime. And so yeah, just he happened to lift, and he ended up lifting the trophy at the end of that year. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, well deserved. 2012 and 13, I've gone LeBron. Obviously MVP years as well.
Like I said, there was something just different about LeBron at the Heat. Like,
yeah,
you could have probably went him 4 years in a row there, but obviously we switched him up a little bit. And yeah, like Tommy's gone LeBron. I've actually gone LeBron as well both of those years because, like I said, there was just something different about him in that Heat uniform.
yeah.
I had Kevin Durant as a close second though.
Yeah, I did have him as a second as well.
Those years, so, yeah.
I was very tossing and turning, but I did end up going KD in 2014.
Yeah.
So was Tommy.
That was his MVP season.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, his mum's the real MVP, but he did well that year. And like I said, I had him runner up the 2 years beforehand, just with that Oklahoma City team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing phenomenal in that team. So
definitely. 15, 16, I've gone Steph for both of them. Like I said before with the bros, obviously not getting the rebounds like LeBron James or anything like that, but he was something else those 15, 16 years.
Tommy's gone Curry as well for both of those years. I have as well, actually. So I've got Curry for both of them years. That was the 2 years that they went back. They won the 15.
They won 15. They lost 16.
15,
16. He won the unanimous
MVP.
MVP.
That was the one where he hit the 5 million threes in the year.
Yeah, he went ham. So I reckon that was probably the best stretch from him by far. I do touch on him a little bit later in this list. But for 17, I've gone Russell Westbrook, MVP year. Mr. Triple-double, man. Like, he carried that bloody Thunder team.
So I didn't go Russ.
You didn't go Russ?
I didn't go Russ. He played phenomenal. Like, don't get me wrong. Averaging a triple-double in a season is a phenomenal feat. But they finished 6th.
Yeah.
I actually had Kawhi Leonard that year. He carried his team to 2nd, and then pushed them into the playoffs as well. So like that's why I thought Kawhi Leonard actually deserved it that year. And he was averaging, you know, his 20 odd points. I think he's averaging 8 rebounds and 6 assists that year. So like obviously not the triple double that Russell was doing, but he like carried that team through and was winning games. So that's why I went Kawhi. I thought Russ was obviously deserving of the award, but I did see that Kawhi should have had a shot at it. So.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. 18, Cammy.
I had Harden. That was when he was at the Rockets, and you know
taking it to the Warriors and stuff.
Doing that after his celebration for a 3-pointer, and he was definitely cooking curry. So
yeah. He was up there. I did go LeBron again though. Obviously at the Cavs. Was it still at the Cavs for 18?
Yeah. He'd gone
still
back
at the
to
Cavs.
The Cavs.
No one really around him like carrying that team as well. But I know where you're coming from with Harden, but also I don't really like the way he played, like drawing those fouls, like Shai Gilgeous. So he was top 3 for me, but I had to go LeBron.
That's understandable.
19, 20, I've actually gone Giannis for both of them.
So Tommy's gone Harden for 19 and Giannis for 20.
Yep.
And I actually went Giannis and Giannis. So obviously that was the his coming out party pretty much. And
yeah, 21 they won the chip.
Yeah.
I didn't put him down for 21, but 20 is the year before they won the chip. But he was unstoppable. Yeah. Like 6'10", buddy, jumping from the free throw line.
Once he got that ball and he was on a fast break, I think he was doing 2 bounces. From his 3-point line to their 3-point line. It's 2 bounces, and then he was picking up, and he was just
laying up over the rim.
layup or dunking. Like you couldn't stand in front of him because you're going to get hit by a freight train. So understandable that he got those 2 years. So 21. Tommy's gone the Joker. I think that was his first MVP season.
Yep.
And like deserved to because he had been working towards it. If you go back and have a look at the couple of seasons before that, the Nuggets were sitting 8.
Yeah.
Then they went to 6. And then that's when they started pushing deep into the playoffs and stuff like that. So the 21 season, I agree with Tommy, and I'm a Joker as well. So
I actually went Steph for that one.
Oh,
he actually finished second in the MVP race
Yeah.
that year. Led the league in scoring, 32 points per game that year.
Yeah.
That was when he went in that April area where he dropped like fucking 45 points per game, like throughout all of April.
Yep.
That's when he dropped his 60 bomb against the Portland Trailblazers. I just thought with what he had around him, like obviously Joker had Murray, and a few other key pieces.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon and stuff. Whereas Steph was bloody like undermanned. Like you had buddy Klay Thompson who was going through injuries and stuff like that. You had Draymond Green with him, but like you had rookie Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Like he had really nothing around him, and he did carry that Warriors team a lot. So that's why I've gone Steph, but close second was Jokic.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, from 2022 to 2025, I've actually gone Jokic the whole time. I think.
Yeah, go the Joker.
I think he is by far one of the best players in the league, and he will go down as one of the best players in the league. I know Tommy hasn't.
No,
he's gone Embiid. I think Joker got robbed on that one.
That was a joke. They had to make Embiid feel better because he's getting dominated.
23, Jokic, he's agreed with on that one. You've agreed on that one too?
I've got Joker 21, 22, 23, and 24. So I actually had Joker for the 4 there. I had Giannis as a close second in 21.
Yeah.
I thought obviously Giannis was still playing phenomenal in that. Then I went with Jimmy Butler as a runner-up in 2022.
Yeah.
So he took that Heat team
deep
into the playoffs, and I thought that it was on his back. Obviously, the MVP or the best player of the year is during the season. They don't really take into account the finals.
Yeah.
But I did for my list. I took into the finals how well they played in the finals. 23, I did say Embiid deserved to be a runner-up. Joker was on another level that year. And Embiid was still, he's a great player, but I don't think he deserved the MVP that year. And then 24, I had as a runner-up, I had Luka. So he was, with the Dallas Mavericks, obviously, and took them to the finals. And then, obviously got beat by the Celtics in the finals, but he carried that team deep, and I think it was 3-2 there at one stage before the Celtics ended up shutting them out and winning 4-2. So
25. Who'd you go for 25?
I actually had Shea. I think he did deserve it last year. Just the way that he played with that Thunder team. Obviously his points and drawing fouls, which frustrates me. I hate free throws. I think he did do it, but did deserve it. But obviously I do have Joker as a runner up, and it's not like it's miles apart. It's there's that much between the two players. So
like Shea obviously won the MVP, but the way he plays really infuriates me. The way the whole Rockets team plays is just dirty, scummy.
Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder. Thunder, sorry.
Yeah.
The way they play is just infuriating to watch. Jokic, man, like averaging triple-double every goddamn year.
Yeah.
Like, what's Shea doing? Dropping 34 points per game, getting 6 assists. That's like
averaging 18 free throws a game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no one wants your MVP just to be sitting in a free throw line shooting free throws. So that's why I've gone Jokic over Shea, because, man, I just don't want to watch that. Like, you're getting 18 free points from the fucking line each game. Like, it's not worth watching.
Yeah.
And I don't think he is an MVP. He's got teammates around him. He's got a good team that can play their role. Yeah. He can play his role. Chet can play his role. Williams can play his role. I don't think he deserved it. Yeah. In my opinion. I reckon Jokic has been the best by far in the last 4 to 5 years. And I see him dominating still. Like, yesterday he versed Thunder and he dropped 23 points. I'm a bit salty because I had a multi on. I had him for 25. He only had 23. Went into overtime and all. He had over 15 boards and nearly over 15 assists. Yep. Like, that's a massive game. And what did Shea have? 20 free throws?
Yeah, probably.
Like, what is it? He actually got teched up though.
Yeah.
because he threw the ball at Yoka, and he was just like, "Oh, buddy, push me." No, shut up, Shay. Go back crying. And then so interesting. I reckon Jokic is definitely by far the best player. So go from there.
Well, that's our picks for the player of the year for the last 25 years. So let us know if you agree with it. If you think that we missed somebody out, I know there's a couple of players in there that we could have switched and probably slid in on a couple of years.
Like Cammy Mitchell back in the day, balling out
back in 1997.
Your favourite part, Cammy?
Oh, yes, it is, sir. All about the Aussies. So today we have got Matthew Dellavedova. Full name is Matthew William Dellavedova, born on September 8th, 1990, also known as Delhi. And I found this out too. He is also known as Outback Jesus.
Outback Jesus.
Outback Jesus.
Never heard of that one.
I guarantee you that is from LeBron and the Cavs from when he was there. So played college ball at St. Mary's College of California. After going undrafted in 2013, he joined the Cavs for the Summer League, getting a signing after the tournament to a 2-year deal. So actually got to make his debut on November 2nd, 2013 for the Cavs. And then on March 26, 2014, so that same season, he actually dropped his career high in points, which was 21 points. So that was pretty cool. Going undrafted, playing in a summer league team, then signing a 2-year deal, which they only guaranteed $100,000 of his contract. I think he signed, it was like $2.4 million for 2 years or something along those lines. But they only guaranteed $100,000 of it. And then he got to make his debut, obviously, in November. I think it was against I want to say, actually I can't remember who it was. But yeah, and then in March, dropping 21 points against the Detroit Pistons as his career high. So that was all in the space of 4 months. So that was pretty cool.
Definitely interesting, and obviously his number being retired at St. Mary's College as well. That's a big deal, especially over there as well. Like, not a lot of Aussies have that at all.
No,
I think he might be one of the only ones. Maybe Paddy Mills.
I think Paddy Mills, obviously Delhi.
And obviously being an NBA champion 2016 against my boys, which I'm sad about.
He played a massive part in that game. So, they were down 3-1 obviously, and then come back to win it. And he was glued to Steph. You see the joke all the time. I think it was J.R. Smith and
said that he nearly died.
You see him in the locker room after the games, and he nearly died. So obviously have a bit of fun with that. So currently back playing in Australia.
Sydney Kings.
After that season, he signed with the Bucks in a sign and trade. Played a season there, then came back to the Cavaliers. And then came back to Australia, and he played, I think, half a season for the Sydney Kings at the end of the year, and then went back and signed another 1-year deal with the Sacramento Kings back in the NBA. But he is currently back in Australia playing.
He went to Melbourne first.
Melbourne United. Played there for 2 years.
Now he's at the Sydney Kings, where they're pushing for
the worst team in the NBL. We hate the Sydney Kings.
Up the Brisbane Bullets.
Go the Bullets. I think we're closest team to us is the Cairns Taipans at the moment. So
and obviously you got to remind yourself that he represented the Boomers, London 2012, Rio 2016, Tokyo 2020, and Paris 2024. But all those like world championships as well that he's played in between them, all those little exhibition matches and stuff like that. I think he's been a pivotal part of the Australian team.
Definitely helped grow the sport. As Australia's world team, pushing Australia more into the world eye. So we get a lot more notice because of players like him. Obviously, Paddy Mills, Dyson Daniels, Joe Ingles. Those guys help catapulting Australian basketball to the world stage. He was a part of that exhibition game down in Melbourne where the USA team come down and we kicked their ass.
We beat them. Like I do every week, I've got a few questions for yourself. Would be Tommy as well, but poor fella's flying to Japan, getting out of Australia. Lucky him.
Sounds absolutely terrible that he's going on a holiday.
Rude for not taking us, I reckon. And then for you viewers as well, would love to know your input on it. We have been getting quite a few comments on our TikTok and stuff like that around it. But yeah, the first question here is, did Delhi's defense and hustle make him more valuable than his stats suggest?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially in that championship, like we said just before, like he ran himself ragged to try and get in front of Steph and slow him down just a half a step, even 10 mil, slow him down just a little bit so that his teammates could help him. And obviously, just being out there and helping, like if it's an extra pass or, diving on a ball. I don't know how many times I've seen footage of him diving over the
grandstand
and into the crowd trying to save a ball just to help his team. Like that hustle play, like you can't teach that. It's
no, it's definitely something that has to be brought into you. Like you've grown up with. You can't just teach someone that. You got to be willing. Next one. If Delhi hadn't won a championship in 2016, do we view his career differently, or his legacy about more, or is his legacy more about more than just the rings?
No, I don't. There's some players where like they need to be justified with the ring, but I think his hustle play, especially like for that Cavs team, for the Boomers, for even now the Sydney Kings. Like his hustle play, like he only averages I think 9 points a game in the NBL, but he gets deflections. Like deflections is a big one where they don't have a category. So even if you're doing a pass and I deflect it and it goes to my teammate, he gets credited with the steal. I don't get credited with the deflection. And I've seen a few games where he's got a deflection and ends up with a steal and they get a fast break on it. His defense definitely helps. So.
This one's going to be a good one for you. Do you think Delhi's defense on Steph in that 2016 finals changed the series, or was it more about Kyrie and LeBron?
It was definitely more about the two superstars on the team. But I think it did help the team. Not obviously catapult it, but just like I said, like him just getting that in the way, even just in the way of the play and slowing Steph down, was helping Kyrie and LeBron not so much get a rest on the court, because obviously playing sport, even playing like we played basketball for years, you can hide in a corner on an offense as I'm going to take a corner three to get yourself a little break, but you're running, and it's tiring. So
no, definitely. I wanted to say that he was the reason that they swung it that way, because his defense on Steph, like Steph's one of my favorite players, and seeing him be shut down like that is just great. No one else has ever been really able to do it. Like your closest is your Dylan Brooks, who just gets in Steph's head, or Amen Thompson from the Rockets and stuff like that. He plays some good defense. But without Delhi that game, like that series, I don't see them coming back from 3-1, in my opinion. Like LeBron's good, yes. Kyrie's good, yes. You also had Kevin Love as well. I still don't see them coming back from that deficit if they didn't have anyone that could shut down Steph, because he went on a tear in those first few games, and then Delhi figured him out. So I reckon he doesn't get enough credit for that. Last one. Could you imagine a player putting that much physical effort in every night? Would your body survive, Cam?
My body now?
If you were back in your prime time,
or back 20 years ago when Cam's knees worked properly.
Yeah, when they work properly, do you reckon your body would be able to keep up with that?
I think with training I could. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I used to, where I used to work was at Wildcats Indoor Sports, and I used to play sport. Like, it was every day of the week. So I was there 6 days a week, and I'd play a couple of games here, a couple of games there. But I was playing sport and consistently playing sport. 2 or 3 games. Soccer, netball, cricket, volleyball, like all of the sports that the centre offers. Like I was playing those sports in multiple games a night. So like I think my body with the training I could do it. Now, no chance. Give me 30 seconds on the court, I'll commit a quick foul and get straight back off.
Decapitating. But yeah, no, that were all my questions for today. But like I said, man, Delhi's heart and effort was the reason that they won it, I believe. So we buffed an open packs, or?
Yes, we are, sir. Alright, it's time to bust some packs, boys.
Bust some packs.
You want to go first?
No, you can go first.
I'll go first.
Yep.
We got 2 packs. So we're going to do the Panini optic ones. Might get a few different ones. There might be some cooler cards in these ones.
Hopefully.
Alright. We got Isaac. Okoro. Ooh. Giannis. It's not a pretty cool card.
Oops.
Cody Williams. And a Colin Sexton.
He's got some incredible defense too, that guy.
I'm liking him on the Hornets, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, your turn, sir.
My turn? Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with our old pack.
Yeah.
NBA Hoops one. We'll see what we can get with these ones, eh? Alrighty. First one. Most improved player of the year, Jalen Johnson. He's playing some great basketball. Yeah. Then we got Bryce. Jeez.
That yellow is
terrible. Yeah, yellow is terrible.
Flip the card over, it'll be on the back.
Bryce Sensabaugh.
Yeah, okay.
Then we've got Cody Williams. You had one of him, didn't you? From Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Cody Williams.
Then we had Mr. Zion Williamson, the one that we're talking about today.
We're getting some power forward this game.
And then we have Rudy Gobert.
And a centre too.
And a centre. Not bad. Not bad at all.
We go with the second pack. We're going to go with the original ones that we've been opening up.
What are we looking for our starting five?
We need
point guard and shooting guard at this time.
Shooting guard. We got it.
Oh, you got Colin Sexton there. Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, I got De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh, good point guard there.
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
Yep.
Jaden Ivey.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards.
Oof. And Anthony Edwards again.
Back-to-back Anthony Edwards, boys.
I don't think we take any of them. No. All right, and my last pack.
This is the pack.
This is the pack. All right, we've got Malik Monk from Sacramento, who plays a good role.
Comes off the bench.
Mr.
The big
KG,
the big
Kevin Garnett. Oh, another big name, Mr. Julius Erving.
Ooh, Dr. J.
And we've got
old school cards.
Kevin Herter from the Sacramento Kings.
Nice.
All right, Cammy. What are we doing this starting five? Because we got heaps of bigs.
We got some names. We got some names to pick from.
Like we can't go past him.
Yeah. All right. We'll start point guard and we'll work up towards it.
All right. So I don't have a point guard.
So I've got 2 options with Ant.
Yep.
Ivy.
Yep.
Fox, Sexton, and Smart as a point guard.
I think we need a quick dishing scoring point guard. So I reckon Foxy boy.
Fox, yeah. Yep. Fox as a starting point guard.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Our shooting guard. We've got Ant-Man. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna have to go Ant.
Ant is a shooting guard. Small forward.
Small forward.
I'm thinking Dr. J. Dr. J is a small forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So Dr. J. Power forward, we've got Giannis. We got KG.
You got Zion.
We got Zion. I don't think Zion's at the level of these two though.
It's yeah. Do you want to do power forward center? Because he can play center and like they can rotate between the two of them.
Well, he can play the center for sure.
Yeah.
And I reckon we're gonna have to. No one else is around, so Giannis power forward, and then I'll go KG at the center.
At the center, this might be our best team ever, eh?
I reckon it is. Honestly,
that's close to like you got Dr. J in there.
You got some old schoolers. Like he's not putting up with shit from anyone.
Big ticket. He's gonna talk your ear off.
Yeah. So we'll go through the starters. So we got De'Aaron Fox, great point guard. We got Mr. Anthony Edwards. Then we've got Dr. J.
Julius
Erving. Then we got our boy Giannis, who is arguably one of the best players that we've seen play as well. And then we've got
the Mr. big ticket,
Kevin Garnett. So yeah, I reckon 100% that's probably one of our best teams yet. Yeah. I reckon maybe the one where Steph was the point, and I think we had LeBron in there as well.
Last week's one?
Yeah, last week's one. I reckon they would put it to him, but I reckon this team for sure. Bit of new, bit of old in there.
I reckon they're winning more games in the season.
Yep.
But I reckon in a 7-game series, last week's team might just pip them out.
Who are you putting at 6 man out of the cards that we got?
6 man.
Yep.
We need a big as a 6 man because I think KG might get
So you've got Jalen Johnson.
I reckon him as
a power forward to come on and push him to center, or you got Rudy Gobert, defensive menace.
Right now, I'd go Jalen Johnson as a 6 man. I reckon he'd be a phenomenal pick straight off the bench. Quick injection, quick 20 points.
That's it. And then Colin Sexton off the bench with bloody Malik Monk and stuff. I reckon that'll be a good team. Let us know how many games you reckon they're going to win this year. And we can go from there.
Sounds good.
And with that, make sure you subscribe, like, and repeat, and don't foul out of this content. We'll see you next week.
Peace.